Hi, I am Ahonu, and on behalf of my lovely Aingeal Rose, I want to welcome you to this quick introduction to a coaching program on podcasting that we are embarking on very, very shortly. Now, recently I launched a brand new pilot program on podcasting called Practical Steps to Professional Podcasting, and the response to that was terrific. And even after 1 week in the coaching program, students already had their podcast titles, they already had their episode covers, and everything was laid out and ready to go. And because of their success and because of the many requests that I've had to run the program again, I am going to do the 12-week podcast coaching program again for you. Now, it's difficult to explain in this short video that I'm making right now exactly what's going to be included in it, but I'd like to invite you to a free webinar where I'm going to lay out everything that's involved. And I'd encourage you to join in, because sometimes people wish they had created a podcast and they never do. It's like writing a book, and I know because I spent 27 or 28 years thinking about it and writing notes and intending, and the same thing was true of our podcast. But now we've 500 episodes of our podcast under our belt, so I think it's fair to say we know what we're talking about. Don't do that to yourself. I encourage you now to get on this free webinar with us, where I'll outline what's involved, how to get involved, how to do it, and so on, and that way you will know that you can do it and the time is now. So it's called Practical Steps to Professional Podcasting, and it's from the comfort of your own home in these days of COVID. You'd know that now from my hair, gone absolute wild, haven't been to a hairdresser in four months. So click the registration and attend, and you will find out what this content-rich 12-week coaching program is all about. I'll show you how to prepare and begin your podcast. I'll give you all the tools necessary. I'll show you the path to success, and your podcast should, in fact, be attracting new clients for you. It should be winning you speaking engagements. It should be selling your workshops and your courses and your programs. And it's time now to do that, because it really is quite simple, and the program is professional. That's the one thing that you'll get out of this. You will come away with a professional podcast in easy, step-by-step manner. And I'll show you how to create an amazing podcast that supercharges your success as a creative, and it'll make you an authority, along with publishing your book, of course, which is another thing that we've done, published 1,000 books at this stage. It will show you how to easily create your topics and your episodes and make it easy for you to speak to your audience. We're going to cover easy strategies to create your podcast and to create unlimited episodes out into the future, so you won't ever worry about how to create your content. We're also going to cover the easy methods to have your titles and your episode covers created, even in the first week. This is an important little point that a lot of people miss, because in the same way as people say they judge a book by its cover, people also judge a podcast by the cover, especially when they're looking around. Now, obviously, your content is going to determine whether they'll continue to listen or not. I want to think in terms of series, and I'm going to show you how to do that also even before your podcast is launched. So you'll be able to consider doing series of podcasts. So as I said, you'll never be short of content. I'll also show you how to repurpose your content. In other words, you can make a podcast, you can turn the same thing into a book by simply transcribing what you've said, and all of that. And there'll be plenty of opportunity for questions and answers as well. So register for your place. It is free. And if you want to know anything more about me, simply go to ahonu.com or go to Aingeal Rose and ahonu.com or twinflameproductions.us. And you'll find that I've published more than 1,000 books and nearly 500 podcast episodes to date. So this is what I'm bringing to you. And once this program begins, I am promising you and guaranteeing you my highest priority for the duration of the podcasting course. So join now the Practical Steps to Professional Podcasting. I look forward to seeing you on the webinar and on the program. Thanks. Bye-bye.